Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you a fantastic instrument made here in Hawaii. This is a concert size custom ukulele made by luthier Manny Hallican. This is his Pahu Kani custom ukulele. And now there's quite a bit of unique things going on in this instrument, so I'm going to do my best to elaborate and showcase all of these nice, unique things about this instrument. So first off, we can just kind of go ahead and look at the shape of the instrument. Now, this is a concert body, but you might notice how you can either think that the bottom bout or this bottom area is wide, or you can think of the top being more thin. But whatever you think of, it's going to create this really nice, beautiful shape of the instrument. And one thing that I noticed that by having a thinner upper bout right here, if you were to go ahead and play on the instrument, say like over here, it's almost giving off that sense of like you have a cutaway. So if you have a cutaway of the instrument just like this, it allows your hands to come up here and do what you need to do. But because the upper bout is so thin up here, it seems like it's not getting in the way of me wanting to play up here. So I find that very intriguing. And for those of you who are familiar with Pahu Kani instruments, these types of instruments, or Manny, the luthier, is very well known for pushing the boundaries and doing unconventional things with the shapes of the instruments, doing all different kinds of just very innovative kind of things. And this is yet another one of his pieces, beautiful pieces. So that's one of the first things I noticed about the lower and then upper bout. Another thing is the side ports we have on this instrument. So you folks probably already noticed too that there's no traditional sound hole on the front of the instrument, but you're gonna have a side port here facing me. So when I'm holding the instrument like this, you have the side port here. You also have one down there, so they look exactly the same when you look at it this angle. And then you also have a side port here, very unique to Manny, here on the back of the instrument in this oval shape. So when you're playing the instrument, you can feel some of that sound vibration rumbling against your body, especially, or not especially, but even with a smaller size instrument like this, I can feel the vibrations hitting my kind of big tummy. So maybe I can feel it a little more, yeah. But very unique to have the three different side sound ports and not traditionally having it here in the center. So the way the sound is going to be coming out of the instrument is very unique, not from the front, but more from the back. So when you hear it, it's going to be on the softer side and on the mellower side, but you get this really beautiful, warm, mellow, just oozing with nice tone. And to have an instrument that is this warm and it's a concert size, and I'll get into the tone woods in just a minute, it's quite fascinating to my ears with how many ukuleles that I played. So very just nice and sweet. I didn't even get into the string configuration of this instrument, so this is full of goodies. Yeah. So yeah, that's another thing about this instrument is just the type of the sound ports that are on this instrument. So now getting into the wood itself, you have beautiful European moon spruce here on the top of the instrument, beautiful medullary rays, or the silkiness that you see here on the face of the instrument with the beautiful spruce. And then it's paired beautifully with curly Hawaiian koa on the darker side too of the Hawaiian curly koa. Nice grain patterns here on the back and the curls, really nice, and just getting that nice dark chocolatey color. And it's paired very nicely aesthetically with not only this Korean binding here, it almost looks like graphite, like glitter and graphite here that wraps around the body here on the back and the side or on the front of the instrument. It's also paired nicely with this nice subtle red purfling that wraps not only around the body, around this back port, sound port right here, wraps around the Korean binding as well, and then even here around the spruce here on the top, and you can even see it wrapped around pretty much everywhere else on the instrument, right here along the fretboard. And what's really interesting too is that it's almost in this rectangular or square shape where it cuts off right here at the 12th fret, and then there's another kind of rectangular red purfling lines that wrap around the middle of the 12th fret all the way to the end of the fretboard itself. And then you can even see the red in the Pahu Kani logo here on the top, as well as on the inside of this nice long slotted headstock. It's even on here on the bottom. Not sure if you guys can see it, but it's right here on the inside of the slotted headstock. And it's even around here, around the whole perimeter of the slotted headstock. So really nice. And I just noticed this right now. It's even right here on the neck of the instrument, on the heel part right here. So really nice just design, and that red is everywhere. on this instrument. Here, the bridge is Indian rosewood, and then as well as the fretboard itself, Indian rosewood, and then the slotted headstock is more of that Korean kind of charcoal graphite kind of color right here on the headstock, and then black and gold geared tuners here on the side. So if we count, we got 6. So we got a 6-string ukulele here. So with this configuration, we have double notes or double strings on the top, G string, and then double notes here on the bottom, A string. So specifically, you have a high G and a low G. So you never have to decide again on which one is better. You can just put both of them on an instrument and combine it like this. So high and then low, and then a normal C string, normal E string, and then a high A and a low A. So what's very fascinating about this, and this can be kind of common too with 6 strings, is when you have a low A, like the bass string on the A string, you get really unique voicings on the instrument. So even though I play a basic C major chord like this, you get a really funky sound. You have a C now in the bass, and then when you try to play like a C scale, you get some kind of funky things going on here. So, you know, when I think of 6-string instruments, I don't really think of it as more of a picking or a fingerstyle instrument, but more so for strumming, especially when you have this nice, beautiful, warm, lush tone, just like this. Yeah. So again, 6-string instruments more so on the strumming side. That's not to say you can't do fingerstyle, but you're gonna get some very interesting, unique sounds, and that might be a good thing depending on what you're trying to look for. So. But yeah, again, it's, you know, when you think of spruce and koa, I think spruce is a very, you know, it's a stiff piece of wood, and you're gonna get a lot of clear, shimmery highs, you know, in terms of the tonal spectrum. But then with koa, you kind of come towards the middle and get more of that mid range. So for this instrument to have such a lush, warm sound, and those low G, low A notes help, but just it's just so lush and beautiful. And it's hard to believe that this is a concert, you know, because it's just such a rich sound. And when I think of concert ukuleles, you know, you don't have the body space or the depth of, say, a tenor or a baritone instrument. So just really amazing. And again, it is on the softer side, but because we don't have a traditional sound hole projecting the sound forward, so all the sound is kind of in this sphere or this little circle that I'm playing in right now. Yeah, just really lush. And for those of you who gig professionally or want to go record, this ukulele is ready with an LR Bag 5.0 pickup right here, and it's ready to go. So I'm going to do my best and strum on this instrument, and we'll see what happens. So here we go.